Yeah, it's literally no comparison except for the thing of you actually dying, like when you actually die this time. It's the only thing that can come close to what you just experienced. You definitely got to process everything. I want to make sure that you can write in your journal. But real quick, let's go over some of these things. First of all, the fact that you were a history teacher. Now, we talked about this before. I don't know if you remember me mentioning like months ago. I was like, you probably have done like history teaching in another life. You said I always say that. Exactly. Exactly. So when you said you were teaching history and you're like in the library, you're back in the 1500s, like doing your history thing and very determined. So, okay, it's the one that I know recently you mentioned somebody that you kind of had to like release some stuff from. Okay. Amazing. So not only does he come up and he doesn't even come up as like, when we're going into the significant lives or the significant moments, we're not going into a moment of you and him. We're going into the moment of you journaling about your regret of being with him. I remember you mentioning him, and I remember you talking about how hard it was for you to get over. Like at one point, I think one of the sessions that we did, you had thought that you were over it, and then he popped up as someone that you need to let stuff go from. So look at how we hold on to things because you died with that. In that life, you died with that regret on you. And then look at how you guys end up together in another timeline in this life, and you're in a whole new relationship, and you still were having that feeling. That's that's the reason why I stress to people the importance of, and I know people argue this, try to argue me day and night. You have to forgive. You must let go, and it can't be a fake forgiveness. It can't be. It doesn't mean that you have to let them in your life, but you must let it go because when you don't, if you die with it on your heart, you're going to go into another timeline with that. It's very rare that you let it go in the soul realm. Your soul goes over there with it. So I love how it came up for you to release it. As we've been doing this work, it came up and you released it in this timeline, and then we go back into another timeline and see that you had died with that. So it kind of connects those dots. Not only that, but his mother, who was your mother-in-law in this life, was your actual biological mom in that life. Well, the thing is that, we're all in the same soul family. So this is one thing when we talked about what to teach the kids really young. You should teach your daughter really young about this. I made a post the other day on how I did another session with my daughter, and her father, my ex-husband, who is not active in her life, was one of her children. And and it was really deep. I think I was more shocked than she was because I talked to them about this. I've already told them that their father is a part of our soul team and that this is not the first time that he wasn't in their life. We've done this quite a few times together. And so she's experiencing her being his mom, and it's like, yeah, we're all in the same like 50 people that you are interacting with here, you've done things with in other lives. It's really an infinite amount. I really can't say 50, but yeah.